you ready for an exhilarating adventure? Then look no further than Ride Excursions and Tours. Get ready to explore the great outdoors like never before with our powerful e-bikes. Discover breathtaking sightseeing tours around the island. Feel the wind in your hair and experience nature in its purest form. Now, whether you're a seasoned rider or a beginner, our e-bikes are perfect for everyone. Call us at 473-422-1011 to book your excursion or visit ridersebikes.com. That's ridersebike.com to reserve your spot. Unleash your adventurous spirit with Ride Excursions and Tours, where every journey becomes an unforgettable adventure.
Wow, it's Instacash Grenada. Imagine a game with no numbers to choose from, no draws to wait on, and you can play it every day, including Sunday. That's Instacash. It's fast, it's easy to play, and you win prizes instantly. Instacash. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA. Making dreams come true.
Welcome to Ride Along Live for today. It is Tuesday. Welcome on the ride. I am back. Happy to be back after a long vacation out of broadcast studio. But you know, whenever I'm not here, the show still goes on, right? So happy to be back in the air. I got to big up and thank everyone in Grenada, right? Lord of mercy, I had the best time. It wasn't a vacation, it was more like a workation, but I had such a great time going around, hanging, meeting friends, you know, spending just a little bit of the pre-Christmas season now. It was indeed fabulous, great, amazing, all of that. All right, so listen, I ain't gonna take much time with my intro, right? Because we have a lot of important matters to discuss. And it's not all happy, but hopeful. Let's put it like that. It's a hopeful and prayerful and very wishful Tuesday broadcast. Because while I was in Grenada, we was given this update of two missing young men. The name Sean and Lyndon, both hailing from the parish of St. Andrew from my general area. You know, I'm from Ladigue, Union, Richmond, that area there. So that's one of the areas that I passed, the Soubise area, Grenville, Soubise, Marquis area before you go up to Battle Hill and go up to Union. And so it's my area. So after I saw what transpired, I was following my good friend, Prince Kareem post. And I'm just nodding my head, boy, because I'm saying, nah, not again. Because if you guys remembered, just a few months ago, I was in Grenada again for that one. And a boat went out, another fishing vessel went out, and two young men was lost at sea. And up to a day like today, they were never found, never heard of, never heard from, nothing, absolutely nothing. And I hope and I pray, and still very hopeful that this is not the same case. This is not like what happened then. So I decided to bring on my friend, Prince Kareem. He's really been updating the world on what's happening in this particular case because it's a family member of his. So he's the best person at this time. And we do have the mother that we're going to chat with a little bit more to give us some updates on this particular case. Kareem, how you doing, boy?
They trying, but they fighting. Hold on, afternoon, people.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully we didn't have to meet in these circumstances. But again, it's a hopeful, wishful, and prayerful day. Kareem, what really happened here? Tell us from the beginning, because I've been following your post sporadically while I was in Grenada. What transpired from what you know?
Well, basically, them guys went out on a normal fishing routine, right? They went out the Monday. I was last week Monday. And they came show like normal Monday. Fix the light. Fix the light and cut it off so you can come. One
Yeah,
sec,
no problem,
please.
no problem. While okay, so okay, go ahead. Yes, the light is back. All right.
You
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
me?
hearing you. Go ahead.
Alright, so them guys went out Monday and fish normal daily routine. But in we type of fishing on the eastern side is go out in the morning and come back every day. That is what we know. So it's not a normal routine that you go out and spend days and thing on the water, you know. We're fishing with small craft that goes out in the morning and come back in the same day. So they went out Monday, came back in like after 5 the evening, sell the fish. The fish was boarded in Grenville. They sold the fish, purchased the gas, and went out Tuesday morning around 3 a.m. in the morning to continue their daily routine. Right? There was in an area 18 miles away from the eastern coast of Grenada. Right? That distance you can see land. All you see around you is seawater. But there is a FAD they set for fishermen to just have a GPS in there, and a GPS is a tracking system that you set something in the water and you put it in a specific location and your GPS would mark it, and then you will just put on your GPS the morning and the GPS will take you directly to the thing which qualified that you set in the water. So they went out there and was there with some other guys fishing as usual. They caught about 3 tuna already before they saw this big fish in the water. Them other guys and them chew bait at the fish, and them also chew bait at the fish, and the fish pick up their bait. It was a very big fish set by people who was in the same vicinity with them. Could have been around 600 pounds. A marlin. So I think the marlin picked up the line and they was fighting it. In fishermen term, we say fighting the fish. But to explain to the viewers and listeners, is a process in which you're trying to overpower the fish to catch it. And this is a fish, Junior. He does fight like man. The fish fighting to get away to save your life, you fighting to catch it to make your money. Because that is what you go in the sea to do. Them fish is fish that will just leave with a day and just try to fly in your boat, to bust your boat, to juke you, to juke boat, all kind of thing they just try to do. So it's a very kind of, you know, kind of cautious kind of movement that you're fighting the fish, but you're doing it in a good way, protecting yourself. But them guys fighting the fish while them others they by the fad minding their business. But the fish was drifting out. Them was drifting away with the fish. I guess the size of the fish now, them was trying to. It's a process that you're racing on the fish, you're running behind it and giving it a little pressure for it to get tired. Because unless you don't do that, you ain't holding it. So it's like you have to run on the fish until you get tired, or fight it until you get tired for it to overpower it, for it to kill it, or for it to drown itself, and then you bring it in the boat. Most times now, based on the size of the fish, you can't put it in the boat based on the size of the boat. So then you just have to tie it alongside the boat or whatever may be the case. Because sometimes it does be so heavy, you and the one person inside the boat can't put it inside. So you just have to tie it alongside the boat. So them drifting, fighting the fish, them other guys was by the fad minding their business, you know, trying to make their daily routine. So we don't play no blame game today and trying to point hands at nobody, you know. So the first set of guys that came show from by the same fad, they was asking us like how much pound the marlin what Sean and Lynn and whole weigh, you know. They're trying to find the weight because all of them was trying to capture it, and he happened to pick up their line. So they came show now thinking, well, them guys reach shore already. Because they drift away from the location which I was fighting the fish. So they came show First boat came, how much pong the marlin way? They asking them which marlin, so they say they see Sean and Cooliman fighting a marlin, which is the link now, we just call him Cooliman up here. So they come show and tell us, look, they see them fighting a marlin, so they thought they did each other. Then he had about 2 boats behind. The second boat come in and ask if they don't come yet. So we tell them no, we waiting on them. The last boat came in now, which was the last boat by the father. Came in and said, ask us now, how much pong the marlin weigh? So we tell them, well, them guys don't come yet. So he say, well, for the time them guys fighting a fish because they tight it, we say in tight in fishermen terms, but for the viewers and listeners, is hooking the fish.
Right.
They hook the fish like 3 o'clock in the evening. So we on the show now was giving them time because we say, well, to fight them fish and them, just take your call, based on the size of the fish, based on how much trouble he giving. Sometimes they take 2 hours, sometimes they take 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, up to 9 hours, 10 hours to capture this fish, you know. So we was actually giving them a little time to conquer the fish because all them other guys said, well, the fish was bigger. But we was down by the road. He had some guys in Grenville waiting while some was in Sobeys, you know, looking out to see which direction they were coming from. After 6 o'clock fall, no signs of them. But based on fishermen experience, we was at least giving them up to 7, 8 o'clock based on the size of the fish they talk about. When 8 o'clock fall and we didn't see no signs of them, then we start getting a little concerned. You know, we stay there waiting, we wait up until 9 o'clock. After 9 going, still no signs of them. 10 o'clock, no signs. So I call my brother and them and I tell them, let me see if we could weigh out our situation to see what could cause them outside this hour. You know? But mind you, Junior, these 2 young men is 2 very hard-working young men, very persistent, very eager to bring good news to the fish market, to hold big fish and get good name. And for all fishermen, you know, because every end of year he does have prices for who bring the biggest fish and, you know, them kind of way there. So we was actually sitting down and weighing out the situation to what have these guys and them outside still. When after 10, after 11 going, no signs of them still, then it was a bit confusing. You know, we start weighing out and say, well, why they can't come yet, you know? By that time they should be in, you know. If they realize that overreach and they don't conquer the fish yet, they should at least cut the line and let it go away. You know, the way he's staying, let we go where we staying. You know, them fish always bad in the water because they staying. Right. So we was like, well, if they realize this time reach and they can't conquer the fish as yet, why they don't come home, you know? Cut the line and let go the fish and let the fish go away and let them come home, because we was saying now they went out with 3 bottle of gas. For the distance and the time, we were saying, well, if they realize, well, the time running out on them and gas running out on them, you know, maybe they should try coming home, you know, let the fish go away and we come away. But then we were saying, well, them is 2 persistent young men, maybe they fight the fish for so long, you know, spend so much hours behind it, you know, they don't want to just throw away they work like that. So we waited until after 12 midnight. And then we say, nah, something to right somewhere. You know? Then the mother dropped from a staff bus in which she came out from work. And we tell her the situation and we ask her to report to the police first. We report to the police before we make any move. She called the police station and reported the incident. We give them all the information about them, the age, everything. And then we call Coast Guard to ask us to go out early in the morning. And we choose the morning because in the night time, Junior, you can see in the night is a guess. Early in the morning when we leave in show to go in the sea is a guess. You actually have to feel for a wave and thing. You can't really see nothing much around you. More than in the area you're close to you. So we thinking what go out and such the night was a kind of red flag because you can't see nothing much in the night in the sea. Just like how the land dark, the sea does be dark. So we decided we go shoot out all in the morning because them guys by the FAD say they drift like southwest of the FAD. So based on the location where the FAD was and they drift southwest of the FAD, that should be down below Grenada, you know, over to Trinidad or Venezuela waters. Then them kind of distance they're talking about. So a few of us assisted in gassing up a few boats to go outside and make a surgery morning with the assistance of the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard was searching. We had 3 boats from 3 small craft from up here searching too, together with 3 small craft from Trinidad, because we had a friend in Trinidad that sent out 3 boats the morning and then he sent out the next 4. So that was 7 boats from Trinidad searching, while the 3 of us up here was searching together with the Coast Guard. And we took the route that we planned to take based on how the tide was going the night. And we put out a search for the whole day, the Wednesday morning. That search was unsuccessful. You know, then, you know, it was a bit frustrating for we, the family members, the mother, the father, of both parties involved. So it was a bit frustrating for us. We decided to go outside Thursday morning and make a search again. We searched Thursday. That search was very unsuccessful as well. We did the same thing Friday. It was unsuccessful. We searched Saturday, which was unsuccessful. Then we give up for a while, you know, because so much a day searching that we didn't find no proof, no signs or nothing to a story that actually happened to them guys. Like we didn't see. Mind you, if a boat sink, if for us whatever reason the fish sink the boat, they try to put the fish inside and the boat sank or whatever. Junior, I think we would have must saw something on the water floating from the boat, like a gas bottle, a piece of food board, some kind of water bottle, or something. I think we might have been lucky enough to retrieve something from the search, slippers from them, you know, some piece in the boat or whatever. I think we would have must have saw something on the water to prove, well, maybe the boat sank with them or whatever. So that was unsuccessful. We didn't have no clue towards that assumption. So we put it like maybe the gas finished with them, so they may drift in some way. But for the distance them guys make for our 5 days of searching with small craft, I think we must see them some way. I mean, the sea water big, but based on experience and where they was drifting to and them thing there, I think we would have lucky to bounce them up some way. However, all those assumptions was not proven, you know. So the mother, I think the mother working in call center. So I think she told the boss about the situation, and the boss in call center, which we highly appreciate, he sponsored the search Sunday. He said go out and make a last search, you know. He collaborated with fisheries, with the cooperative in Grenville for them to give us petrol, and he would cover the bill for the petrol, that we go back out and make a big search Sunday. And about 6 boats from Grenville side, we gas up and went back out to search. However, that search again, we search until from morning. Some of them boat coming after 8 the night searching. And that search was unsuccessful too, you know. So right now, the only option we have left, Junior, is to hope and pray for the best. We don't giving up because it have guys up here that went adrift for 21 days. I know men that went adrift for 12 days. I know men that went adrift for 8 days. And not all of them was alive in the boat, but there was some of them was found, you know. Like it have 2 guys that went out fishing and spent 21 days on the water. One died in the boat, starvation, you know, thirst, dehydration. And the next guy had to throw him overboard because he started stinking, like swelling and decaying and things inside the boat. The guy had to throw him overboard. That guy was rescued quite down in one of them countries, quite down in the hole. Huh? Quite down in South America, he ended up. Right, drifting.
Okay.
Eating raw fish,
Go ahead.
drinking water, catching little water when rain fall. Have to just wet his lips with the little water he catch just to stay alive. You know, eating raw fish for survival because some of the times the food, the little creeks and thing you just go in the seaweed won't keep you up for all them days. You know? It had the next guy from up here, 2 of them that went out again and they spent 12 days drifting on the water. A battleship ended up picking them up and save them, send them back to Grenada. Then the other day it had one that go adrift for like 8 days, in which a big battleship again picked them up on the water and send them back to Grenada. Sometime last month, Junior, in November, I think was the 16th of November, 2 guys or 2 guys went out on a trawler to fish. And up to now, they has not returned home. However, I think they was rescued by, I think they say it was an American Coast Guard, but I think they had some Spanish people working on it because I don't know, I forget the name of the island they say they was rescued on. But however, they was rescued and they've been contacting their family members. Their family members has been sending reports to the Royal Grenada Police Force, you know, to send reports to the government to send over the information to them people for them to come back in Grenada. And I think that was unsuccessful based on slow movement from the authorities.
Right.
And I feel the same way on that situation again. I was rather disappointed with a few things with the authorities, you know, slow movement.
Right.
The unprofessional staff of the Coast Guard, Junior, again, I'm very disappointed in them. You understand? And Junior, let me just give you a short little story based on my experience in the sea as a fisherman. I used to work on trawler, spending 8 days, 7 days on the water. And let me tell you my experience why I stopped going to sea with big boats, right? I was on a trawler at the time and we had a main line, we set with main line and we was patrolling the main line. However, on going up on that main line, we saw a Spanish boat, right? Junior, the men just come, they patrol we line, they search for fish, they take what they want. When they're done, they cut out a big portion of the main line and they just go their way. Junior, you can ask this man and them a question. You can't tell them nothing. Them speaking Spanish, you speaking English. You're afraid to tell them anything for them to think you say the wrong thing. Junior, the kind of gun this man and them does have, I never even see them type of gun in Grenada in my whole entire life. I don't know if they're building it for themselves, if they're constructing them for themselves, but it's some different kind of looking gun. And Junior, you see a boat coming, you can't run from them. They may have sometimes 3-4 engines behind the boat. By the time you see the frat from the boat don't reach up on you already. Full of speed. There is no way you could drive your boat to escape them men. Right? The men come in with a big long gun, they just sticking you up. Sometimes they're taking your money, all money you have on board, they're taking all your phone, they're taking all your fish. They take in your main line, they take in what they want, and they just go in. You can ask them a question, right? And I think most times, Junior, in most cases where a fishermen from Grenada are missing, I think it's this man and them are taking them and go with them. Because if a boat sink, you're most lucky to see something floating somewhere, right? And I think one of the measures we could put in place to avoid this thing and them from happening, Junior, I think we Coast Guard, Grenada Coast Guard, need to start patrolling our waters. And if it's not on a regular basis, every other day or every 2-3 days or whatever, take a patrol in the waters to protect fishermen. Because they doesn't do that. Grenada Coast Guard seem to be only walking and moving when they get a call to go on some jog move, or this person coming in with jugs or whatever, to go and retrieve jugs and to bring in boat and to catch man and whatever. But I think the Coast Guard is there to protect we fishermen. Fishermen playing a very important role, providing food for the nation, Junior, but we don't have no protection in the sea. Right? We don't have no protection in the sea. Junior, if a boat sink, 99% of the time the boat does not go below the water. Because of the air pockets and thing inside the boat. If the boat capsize, if it turn over, worse yet. It trap in so much air in it that the boat go be submerged, but on the surface of the water, it doesn't go down.
Right.
Right? And how they building boat right now, they just put 2 big floating buoy to the stand of the boat. Right? So that if any difficulties out at sea, the boat wouldn't go below the water. If it sank, it wouldn't go below the water.
Right.
So I fail to believe that the boat sank and them guys drifting, whatever. I think we would have seen them because we went out all 90 miles away from the coast of Grenada, almost in Venezuela waters. Some of them guys was in Venezuela waters, searching, seeing all them islands around Venezuela right there. Some of them guys went so far that they was seeing Trinidad and Tobago. Right? So I think if them guys was floating in the water, you're most lucky to see something or see them. Understand? So I think this just for instance, just check the last time, Junior, when the boat came out from Trinidad, travel all the way from Trinidad and come and rob with credit union in Carriacou. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Look how much unsolved crime we have in Grenada just happening, and man coming with boat and just doing what they have to do and jump out. Junior, I think if the Coast Guard play a bigger role in supervising our waters and protecting our waters, I think most of this thing and them wouldn't be happening. Because in Vinci, the whole in Vinci waters, and you don't have a valid reason the Coast Guard does be patrolling Vinci waters right through. It have a mothership in Vinci that does be patrolling the water right through. Junior, and if this man and them hold you in the waters, and you do have a valid reason with proof to state what you're doing in the waters, Junior, is the lash you get in, they beating you, they bad beating you. And arrest you sometime, go with you, jail you, do you all kind of thing. In Grenada, that doesn't happen. Grenada is free port. Anybody just coming in anytime, anyway, anyhow, and do anything and get away with it. Like if Grenada is a free port, no supervision from the authority.
Right.
No supervision from the Coast Guard, nothing, and there's the whole point about that whole situation.
Stick a pin right there, because there's a lot that we have to dissect here. Before I ask the question, I have a call from Trinidad. Let's take that call from Trinidad. Caller, you live from Trinidad? Go right ahead.
Junior, good night, and good night to your guests on the program. Junior, you see this man talking about?
Yes.
It's the same problem we getting in Trinidad and Tobago right now, right? God's supposed to keep the unwanted people and them out of a sea area. Because to every country, you have borders that you're supposed to fish in, that you're not supposed to enter. Right now, them Venezuelans right now, coming right into Tobago waters, and the Coast Guard are right there, and they're supposed to stop them. And Junior is like, the fishermen are getting real problem. You understand? Sometimes when them fellas out the sea, rob them at the boat and engine and all this kind of thing. So what the guy talking about there is serious, and they need to get more serious about protecting the borders of Grenada. Remember, it's Grenada waters, if you understand me. It is Grenada waters. And it's the same thing we just had to go through Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados and this flying fish problem that they have, that they saying that Barbados is land of flying fish. When it's in Trinidad and Tobago waters, they come in and catch you flying fish. You understand? So there's a lot of problem with the sea coast is concerned, and coast, their mandate is to protect the borders. It's not just to go out and find a boat outside, or basically. You understand? And mainly if you are 2 men lost 8 days now, you telling me that they can't get a collaborated effort with the Coast Guard, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, and try and find these guys? So they just nowhere, and nobody ain't seen no sight of them, nothing. Something ain't right, the Junior.
Yeah.
Something ain't right. Is either they take them in boat and throw them in overboard and down into Venezuela, because I know them Venezuelans be up in Grenada, what in the same way they do it just in Tobago, they up there the same way. And there's a lot of troublemakers, a lot of pirates outside there, you understand? 8 days is too much of time, man. Come on. 8 days at a time. That's why we have the Caribbean join together. So you tell me they can't go Coast Guard to Coast Guard and try and find them fellas there. Trinidad and all that. They can ask for help to try and see if they could cover a wider area to find these guys. Now, Juman, they had to do better than that. They had to do better than that to protect the men and them who going out there and fishing. They have to do better than that. You understand? Locked on and listening.
Thank you so much, Trinidad, for calling with your input. All right, very, very, very important contribution there. Karimba, let me ask you this. What about communication, right? Because that seems to be an ongoing problem. Because we all know the cell phone, by the time you reach out in certain areas, you ain't getting no signal. What's plan B? If you are, as a fisherman, you go out there and you're not getting no signal on your cell phone, what's next?
Junior, like the last time in Grenada, the government had a program going around in which there was. You getting me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Right, so the government had a program which was going on where they will, get the captains, the young captains, old captains out of Grenada, and give them a course in which all of them obtain a handheld radio, a GPS, to protect themselves of difficulties out at sea. Now that handheld radio, Junior, you're getting signal from hundreds of miles away in the sea to contact people on the shore if you're in distress or if you need assistance or help with anything, right? Don't matter where you're there, right? And them guys had their phones, I guess, but they don't have access to their phone, which make me believe that somebody go with these guys and them. That you can't tell me that you in distress and in a boat with your phone, if you're there close, and with your radio for if you're there 100 miles away, and you can't contact nobody to say you in distress or whatever. Mind you, the only how, apart from people kidnapping them and they can't touch their phone or their radio to call Mayday or to say they need help, is if the boat capsized or he sink or he turn over and they lost their phone in the process. But however, as I was telling you before, if the boat sink or whatever, or he submerged below the water, but he will be on the surface still, we would have more see something floating somewhere, a gas bottle. It's not a pin. The distance we make away from Grenada as such in the gas bottle and the board and thing inside the boat is not a pin that you won't see it, or you won't see one or two floating somewhere. That's what giving me more confidence to believe that sea pirates go with this man and them, and you know this man and them don't know. It's like they don't want no love, they don't want no feelings, they don't care about you because they don't know you. They'll see you, rob you, take your phone, take your money, take your petrol, beat you up or throw you overboard and go with your boat and your engine. If they don't want it, or if it's not to their liking, they will just shoot it up and sink it one time. After they don't kill you, after they don't go with you. And there's something that been going on, because even them last two guys from Grenville that went missing and nobody ever heard of seen of them. I understand is Venezuela not go with them. Is Venezuelan that took them and go with them. I don't know if the parents and them afraid to come on social media and speak out, attack for their right, but Venezuela not go with them. And they don't in Venezuela right now. Because we were saying to ourselves, them two guys had their phone, them two guys had their radio in which are getting service from miles away. So if there was a distress, a boat breakdown, Junior, it was a brand new boat, brand new engine. So we was asking ourselves, well, how you don't know possible state that the boat could break down a brand new engine. So the boat boss is a brand new boat. You know, so I say, well, even though the boat boss or whatever, at least they have time to grab their handheld sea phone and call Mayday to say then they're in distress and need help. And that was not done. So I knew definitely, because I had that experience of myself, Junior. This man and him look like killers, like criminals. When they watch their face, you're afraid to watch them. They just come in and take what they want. And mind you, them guys and them, if they're there and they drug run, Junior, them Venezuelan, them Spanish man. If they're there and they drug move, them men does deal with time. You understand? So if they have to reach on a spot for 10 o'clock, and for whatever reason, based on tide, based on current, based on roughness of the sea, based on they might have a breakdown in an engine or whatever, if they can't meet the spot for the time, they just try to throw out petrol and thing what they have in the boat to lighten up the boat a bit, to make more distance, to cover up the time and reach on the spot for the time they have to reach on the spot. Right? And mind you, if it takes you 3 bottle of gas from Grenada to Carriacou, and you throw out one on the way to Carriacou, because you want to make your distance on time, remember, you have to get a bottle to drop you back to Grenada.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? So I want you to understand me properly. So you're going to Carriacou with 3 bottles of gas. You throw out one because you can't make the distance in the time you're supposed to make it to. Right? You can get back the bottle of gas you throw out. So for you coming back to Grenada is going to be a problem, because you don't have enough petrol to bring you back to Grenada. You think them men go in and stop in Carriacou to buy a bottle of gas? They don't go in and land. They don't go in nowhere close to the land. So Junior, what they just do, they're searching on their way, and if they meet you with petrol, they don't care how you reach home, what time you reach home, if you reach home, they're taking your petrol and they don't come in and ask you for it. They're sticking you up and take it. Right? And right now what I realize with them, they don't want you to go back to tell the story for nobody to protect you or to hinder them from doing their job. So they're killing you. They're going with you or they're killing you. And it may sound harsh, but it's that what has happened, wow. Junior. And you could take a little trip one day to on the Carnage and interview them trawlerman and them and ask them what they does be going through on a daily basis with them Spanish boat and them.
How far out in Grenada waters have you yourself seen those pirates?
Junior, you seen them 10 miles away from Grenada waters, 8 miles, 10 miles right there. They come in right in your waters and make them mischief. Junior, it have enough time. You go in the sea and you have to be time. If God bless you, Junior, and you see the boat from very far away, because they have a special look. They're different to we type of boat, right? So when you see them, you know them. So if you happen to see them a far distance before they reach on you, you could start your engine and get away from the premises. Come out there. Just imagine you're there in your own waters fishing and you have to run from a boat to save your life. And it have a lot of fishermen that has had to run from the sea from this man and them. And you could forget what I say tonight and come around the fish market tomorrow, or go in St. George's tomorrow, or go in Guave tomorrow, Grand Mall, anyway it have fishing going on, and ask them fishermen about that situation and see if the story any different to mine tonight. So let's say a line, come give that the benefit that a line, just go around and ask the kind of thing fishermen does go through under the Spanish man and them. And I think we authorities should step into that and protect the waters. You know, they have a lot of Coast Guard. They have over 3-4 Coast Guard. They had a more ship, but I think they did demolish it sometime. You know, we could get our next one. We just get funding from all about. We could get our next more ship with the right equipment, because this little pop-up gun, Junior, this police and them are down here, and this little papi show gun, this man and them also have, and this Coast Guard and them. I think most of them afraid too. Because I know this type of gun, I see this Spanish man and them with. The type of gun you see they have is like they build it for themselves. They'll make the Coast Guard a strainer in less than a second. I'm telling you straight. Semi-automatic gun and thing this man them have. By the time they press about 100 bullet come out already. So I think most of them afraid. We need to get a battleship, a mothership. That is what I want from the authorities. We need to get a mothership, and we need to get the right guns and equipment for the Coast Guard workers and for the Coast Guard to protect we borders, because it is safe no more. And I need the government to look into we getting a search and rescue boat in all fishing district, like in all fishing village, like say one in Grenville, one in St. George's, and one in Sutter's. Or if we can get 3 one time, just give us one. A search and rescue boat with all necessary equipments on it to assist in situation where fishermen meet up difficulty at sea. That is what I want, Junior.
Yeah.
Because he don't take no more.
Again, we got another call on the line. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
Right, Junior, is me, Tobago man again.
Yeah, Tobago, go right ahead.
Junior,
Tobago. Yeah.
I wanna ask a question, right? The guy in Grenada, the Coast Guard, do they have like an armed vessel where they could protect the borders, or is just the small ones that they would normally have in shore that helps people? Do they have like the bigger ones with the 9mm weapons and stuff like that well equipped? Because if you all don't have that, right, then you all would always be in problem with these Venezuelans, because them men does be armed to their teeth. We're not armed to their teeth. Right now, 2 men from my village has been missing for almost 10 years, Junior. They leave Speyside, went up to collect a big boat, to come back Speyside, and they vanished in thin air. Nobody know where they went. Boat missing, men missing. They never saw these guys again, and one of them was Coast Guard, so it's not like there was actually people who wasn't actually experienced. You understand? One was police, one was Coast Guard. So if you all don't have that kind of technology in Grenada, then the Minister of Security in Grenada needs to step up, because there's no way in which you all could protect all your borders with those small boats that has been seen in Grenada patrolling. You understand? Again, them Venezuelans have boats that would outrun the small Coast Guard boats that you all have in Grenada, if you understand me. So then how can you counteract these guys out there giving the Grenadians so much of problems in their own fishing territory? So they actually government needs to step up on that. And security is supposed to be one of the highest mandate in a country, if you understand me.
Right.
In Trinidad and Tobago here, they don't play smoking because we blow them out of the water immediately. You understand? We have about 7 big motorboats that could stay outside the Manda border for weeks without coming ashore. And this is what the government needs to actually implement in Grenada. You understand?
Well, we're not sure of the capabilities, specific capabilities of the Coast Guard vessels. Karim, I don't know if you have any further insight on the types of ships that we have out there. Do you know? Karim?
Because basically...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because basically, Junior, this is what the government need to invest in. Even though you have one motorboat, according to Karim, right? One motorboat that could patrol the outer parts of your waters, basically to make sure that these fishermen are safe. That alone would deter them. But when they realize that Grenada don't have nothing to run them or even to catch them, then that's a bigger problem there. You understand? That's a much bigger problem. And this is something that the government needs to step up on. National security in Grenada have to step up. You can't send men out there with revolver. You coming out there with men with M16 and all this kind of thing. When the press trigger is all 120 rounds coming out in split seconds. So how the men and the Coast Guard boat could fare with these guys on the outside? You understand? So it's a big problem and it's a serious problem. And if they don't do something, these 2 guys that missing, more is going to go missing again, Junior. You understand? Because they realize there's nothing to protect these guys on the outside. So more is going to go missing. Sorry to say it that way, but more is going to go missing. And it's the same thing the Venezuela and I'm doing, like them just coming in everybody water and create problems. You understand? I know many men had to run from them, cut line and run from them and come ashore. So they need to do something. They need to do something. And basically, as I said, it's time enough to do a collaboration and try and find these guys once they're still alive. Call the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard, St. Vincent right there. All you had to knit up something to find these guys. You understand? Even though you had to send somebody down there and call Venezuela and make sure that your people are them in there. Right. You understand me?
Yes.
But they need to step up on security where Grenada is concerned.
Yes.
Locked on.
Thank you so much, Tobago. Thank you for calling. Karim, that's another question that I want to find out about, right? What about tracking devices? Because someone just sent me a little mini device here. It's a Spot Track satellite tracking device. And he's saying that he's a fisherman as well. And this particular minute, something that could fit in your pocket, this device, anywhere he's at, anywhere he is, he said, it could be in the middle of the ocean, anywhere, someone could track him from the shore. Do fishermen in Subiz, in St. John or wherever, St. Mark, utilize any kind of tracking devices like this to protect themselves?
Junior, I think right now they have AIS system, right? It's a system that would be installing them both on them, in which you track it from any miles, anywhere the boat there, right? But in them small craft and them in Grenville, where we do daily fishing, I don't think them things, we doesn't really use, no boat never use them thing up here, right? Because we just fishing so close, like close distance away from Grenada, like a 10 miles, like a 18 miles, you know? So we never, but now I think right now, we should really invest in them things, you know? It's a bit expensive. It's very expensive, I should say, to have AIS system. Yes. To purchase it, to install it. Like when I say, I mean like to program it then. Right? And I think it's a yearly fee that you pay to operate a AIS system.
Automatic.
So it's not just, so it's not like just getting an AIS system arrested, you know, but you know, it's a lot of obstacles in its way. You know, but we really have to start investing in them things there. Because them guys and them had their phone, and we went to Digicel to see if we could track them numbers to see which part of the wall these guys and them is. And Digicel tell us they can't track a number just like that. They have to get permission from CID. Junior, and I reached out to CID since the Wednesday after the incident, the Tuesday. I reached out to CID the Wednesday, and they tell me they go get back to me. They take all the information about them two guys. They write down all me information, me number, whatever. They say they go get back to me, just to give Digicel permission to track them guys on them phone, Junior. And up to this day, only yesterday from that, I see they come and questioning me nephew and them, and I tell him, me nephew, I say, well, what they come for now? Since last week Tuesday and yesterday you come questioning people. So asking me nephew, what was the purpose of the visit? I say, why didn't chase them away? Because they behaving like police in American movie. They always coming when thing done.
Wow. Sad to say. Stick a pin right there, Karim. Stick a pin right there. We got another caller on the line. Caller live, where you calling us from?
Good night, Junior. Calling right from here in Grenada, right?
Grenada, right ahead.
I wish to remain anonymous, you know. But first of all, I would like to extend condolences.
Well, we can't say condolences yet.
You can't say condolences, boss. Nobody do that.
And the family watching as well.
Yes. Well, sorry. My heart goes out to them. You know, my heart really goes out to them, and we have been following Karim, you understand, and just hoping for the best. Every day, you understand, we see more and more that nothing is coming up, you know. I wanted to add one thing here, Junior, concerning the GPS device, you understand, that they mentioned before. Now, there are devices that you can buy, and they are very, I would say, relatively cheap, you know, probably $100. Okay, and it will allow you to track the vessel. It will allow you to track somebody, you know, and it requires a subscription fee. You know, I think of about $100 a year. You know, so not to take away from what has happened to the gentleman, but in a case like this, it really would have made things a little bit easier, because you would have seen where the boat was, or where, you understand, it would have traveled, or as a matter of fact, you understand, the last ping that it would have given off before the device, whether it went off or the boat went under, you know. So I would just like to encourage, you understand, Karim, fishermen, you understand, even owners of boats, to consider, you understand, this type of thing, because it really would make, you know, what we are going through here a little bit easier to kind of put the pieces together, you know. So again, my heart goes out to the family. The device, I think it's called Spot Trace. It should be around $100, and there's a subscription fee that you have to pay, understand, for the satellite tracking. I always make a joke and I say to myself, well, if your partner does run away on a weekend and you want to know where they go, just put it in their purse.
Right.
And it will track, you understand me, where they are. Some of it also have a lot of other parameters, vibration alert, you know, speed alert, if it breaches a certain distance, you know. So we have to protect our fishermen. We have to protect ourselves. We have to protect our assets.
Yes.
You know, and in this case, if it was a case where, let's say, the fisherman was still alive and the boat was drifting somewhere, we would be able to go directly there and get it. You understand? If it was a case that the boat went down, the last ping would have given off a signal where the boat went down, where the device went off. So we'd have been able to go right in that spot and say, boy, well, this is where the device went off. You understand me?
Right.
So that way, a lot of valuable time is not wasted. You understand? And it also helps us, you understand, to have a peace of mind. So even from 6 o'clock the evening, we would have been able to look and see, okay, well, that is where them fellas is. Or this thing is off, something is wrong. So again, I'm not trying to take away from what has happened, but I see it as the opportunity to kind of, you understand, let's try to prevent this kind of heartache, you understand,
right,
you know, from from reoccurring. So
Like,
my heart goes out to the family.
But, Junior, let me ask this gentleman one
yeah,
question, right?
go ahead.
Go ahead.
What is the process of getting that information to where the boat is or where you get the last beep or whatever?
Okay, so it's a little device, you understand, probably half the size of your cell phone, right? If anybody look it up now, I think the last name it go by is Spot Trace, SPOT, Spot Trace. Good. So you buy the device, it's about $100. Okay, but after you buy the device, you will have to pay a subscription fee because you're using a service, right? And the subscription fee would then allow you to track the device. So you will probably have an app on your phone, okay, or on your computer, or it may even go as far as have text and so on, and it will give you the information. In terms of, how should I say, the process, I believe you just buy the device and follow the instructions. You will need a credit card to pay for the service,
Spot Trace, you're talking about Spot Trace satellite tracking, right?
That is correct. It's a little black box.
Yeah, see the little black box. It's on Amazon
Yes, a little black box.
It's on Amazon for
Should be around $100.
$79.85 on Amazon.
All right, yes. And that is it. So even if I was to take that device now, Junior, and I put it in my car, and I have you having permission. So let's say, for example, Junior, you went and bought a nice big fishing boat or a small one.
Right.
And you now know about the challenges that the fishermen have. And you live in New York, but you want to be able to track your asset, to look out for your fishermen. You would just buy that device,
right,
put it on the boat, pay for the subscription, and remotely from wherever you are, you would be able to see exactly what the boat is doing. I believe also that there are two ways of providing power to the device. One, you could charge it up from home like you would charge up your cell phone.
Right.
And two, it could be hardwired, you understand, into the boat or the vehicle or whatever it is, you understand, to get power from it.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at
yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at this
right.
Spot Trace.
And
go ahead,
yes.
Paul. Yeah, go ahead.
And you will be able to track this from wherever you are in the world. So you could be in Africa and you say you have your team of fishermen here fishing in Grenada, and let's say they tell you, you understand, they're fishing somewhere down south of Point Saline, but you will be able to see if, boy, listen, they're up outside Carriacou, So it also allows you to manage what, the crew of your vessel is doing, So again, Spot Trace, it's about $100 for the most for the device. It's $100 subscription for the year. It is a real-time tracking. Good?
Right.
And I do believe that some of the bigger boats in Grenada may have it. Also,
right,
in the event, because recently in Grenada here at the fish market, a little fella boat went missing. We found the boat, but the engine was gone. If you took that same device and put it into the engine,
yes,
right, you would be able to go right now and find where that engine is. Nobody knows that the device is in the engine.
Right.
You would be able to go right now and find where that engine is.
Well, yeah, we understand the process of the GPS tracking, Colin. But
right.
Thank you. So I'm going to definitely see how we could probably look into that Spot Trace in further detail.
No
thank
problem.
you so much.
I just thought yes. Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
good night.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We got one more call and then we'll speak a little bit about it. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from?
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hello?
Yeah, caller, turn your background down a bit. It's giving me a feedback.
Turn on the volume, huh? All right.
Yes.
Yeah, so good night to you and good night to your guests.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no stranger here. At the same time, I'm here presently, right? And I'm looking at on my phone an app called Marine Radar, and it's downloadable by anybody on the Android phone.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would say here are 2 cents with respect to the caller before me. Now, the tracking devices really and truly based on the registration, because most of the fishing vessels are registered, right? Just like I am a ham radio operator here in the island of Grenada.
Right.
And I do have a call sign, which is a J3, as most of the fishermen would know. Karim might have an idea of it. And I am looking here at Marine Radar. If you don't have it on your phone, you can download it when you're finished. And on a daily basis, I can track Osprey, I can track Dolly C. Right now, I'm tracking Tyrrell Bay Express, which shows me it's somewhere just before Guawan en route to Carriacou.
Right.
Right? And so I am saying all of this to say that the fishing vessels really and truly is quite a lot, but I know they are inspected by the Ministry of Fisheries from time to time. And really and truly going forward, like the brother said, tracking devices need to be put on most of these vessels that would assist, as you said, in time like these. You can get data as to the last known location, and this, as you said, can narrow down, it can help. Because right here, right now, based on this whole tracking issue here, it is done by satellite because it shows everything. I can know what container ship from the US is coming to Grenada, who is leaving. I can know when they leave. I can get a picture of all of that, based on the size of the ship. Some are you wouldn't get everything on every vessel. But even some of the fishing boats from St. George's, I can know when they are outside of Point Sterling fishing. North Respect, all of them, I could call names. There's nothing to this. So I only said this here briefly to say that there's quite a whole lot to be done because this here is a situation that confronts us. And going forward, we're looking at ways and means to better it. The whole aspect of your program is how going forward, how we can deal with situations like this in a better way, how we can be more ascertain that the vessel of interest headed south, or it is in the north, or it is northeast, southeast, or whatever it is. And I say, I am keeping hope alive. I do also operate a radio base for my location here, and I try my very best to be alert at all times and assist where I can. And just before I run off, I would have made contact with Grenada Coast Guard, who in turn, and I stand by my word here, who told me that they made contact with Trinidad and St. Vincent respectively, informing them that of the situation. The folks at the MB Maurice Bishop International Airport was informed. So small aircraft flying within Trinidad and St. Vincent and so waters are aware, we're made aware by the control tower that they can keep an eye open from our aerial standpoint for these two missing men and so. But this is as much as I can say, and I said to you, I am one of the persons here from the village of Stoubies. I am keeping hope alive, and like I would say to Karim and everybody else, let's all keep hope alive. Something can come up in not too distant future that these folks are found and stuff like that.
Thank you so much, my brother.
You're so welcome.
All right, and he said it right. Keeping hope alive. That's what we're trying to do here right now. Karen, what's your take on this? This satellite tracking system, is it difficult to acquire?
Junior, as I say, for small craft fishers, is a bit more difficult than the big boat and them who fully and well equipped for that special kind of purposes and whatever, Right. I do think that we fishermen, especially in the Granville area, we need to take our fishing trade a little more serious and be a little more cautious when we're doing with daily routine. You understand? Because I think some of us does scheme and play the ass too much. When it comes to fishing, the sea is a place, Junior, you don't have no branch. Right? And I wouldn't lie and say we fishermen perfect, we just play the scheme. A lot of us inspection time and thing, we borrowing one another thing to eat and creeks, and we borrowing one another bait bucket and thing to inspect we boat, and then after that we don't have it. And we think we tricking the system, but we only tricking ourselves and putting my life at risk, Junior. And I just talk to some of them on a daily basis and I say, but all going out in the sea, all drinking some tea, when all going in the sea, all going with nothing to eat. But some of them have it in their mind that, we going out today and we coming back today, so we go and we go eat something when we come back, but that doesn't always happen, So I just try to educate and, try to get some of them up to max, you have things, use it. Go in the sea with your GPS, your flag on, you never know what would happen.
Yes.
But as I'm telling you, Junior, in most of the cases, in 3 of the last cases before now, it has been no problem to say boat breaking down and man drifting and they don't know where to get them or whatever. Just this Monday, a young fisherman from up here, engine foot followed from him while he was at sea.
Mm-hmm.
He just grabbed his sea phone, he called Mayday, he called Grenville Fish Market, and he was 40 miles out from Grenada. He called Grenada Grenada Market and gave his location, and I sent my boat with the same guy that missing right now. He that captain the boat and go and get this man 40 miles from the coast of Grenada. We have the technology too. We have the GPS, we have the sea phone. You call on the sea phone, you take your GPS, you give your location just the same. And that small boat going right there on the direct spot that you just give us and meet you. And that happened just this Monday, you could say. Not this month, sorry, last month. The same guy, Lyndon, that is missing right now, the captain of the boat. I gave him my boat to go and pick up the guy 40 miles away from the coast of Grenada and bring him back in. And that was a very successful move. And everything was nice. But Junior, that has not been the case lately with them fishermen that missing, Junior. People going with this man and them, Junior, telling you straight up from experience. Right? Just last Monday too, it had a guy from Subis that went out fishing. And that is what I tell some of them fishermen, some of them just play too much in the sea water. Was calm and flat and nice. And then the man say he just here behind the back, whoosh. He said every time he go to turn around, the boat down there in the air already flipping. A wave just appear from nowhere and just turn over the boat. However, the boat sank, but he was not, he didn't went below the water. Right? He was just settling at the top of the water.
Yes.
So, come in show now, see bottle floating, and he grab his phone quick and make a phone call and say the boat sink and whatever, look where he did. And we went and get him. We drag the boat come show. We float the boat, flush out the engine, and by the next day he was ready to go out at sea again. Right? But Junior, that wouldn't be possible if we have guys just coming into the water and going with the fishermen. So the GPS and the tracking system and thing, it is important, but we small craft fishermen have we thing in place to protect ourselves and find one another just the same.
Right. Got it. We lost your audio there. Let me just take this call real quick. Karim, your audio just went. Your audio came back. Just came back, Karim. Hold on one second. Let me take this call. Caller live. Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Hey, Junior. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I call it. Turn your background down because I'm getting a feedback.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Karen, good night as well.
Good night, boss.
Just let me share a little view. And I totally agree with what Karim is saying. And for the caller before, right, you can only track vessels through the satellite when a vessel is equipped AIS on board.
Right.
That's the only.
Caller, if it's possible, you could turn your background down. I'm still getting a feedback from you.
Oh, you hear me better now?
Yeah. Just listen to me on the phone and so go ahead.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, you could only track the vessel if that vessel is equipped with an AIS.
Right.
Right? And if the vessel do not have an AIS on board, there is no way possible you can locate it other than the GPS coordinates. Right? For the search and rescue, go out to that specific latitude and longitude position.
Yes.
But you cannot view the vessel. So the caller, he was right in a sense, But he forgot to mention that you could only do this whereby those big vessels are further equipped with equipment other than the small fishing boats.
Yeah. Yeah. All
All
right.
right. With the AIS, you can visually see the direct location where that vessel is.
Right. Right. And Kerry made a very valid point, I believe, in terms of if that vessel, if that small craft were sank or flipped over or something like that, there would be some battle, there would be something that you would see that would at least
You must
be
have
at the top of the
debris. You
water.
must have debris.
They would have
Yes,
debris.
there must have debris.
And they're not
Yes.
seeing none of that, which is backing up his point, that the pirates are right out there, close in Grenadian waters, so that
I
they
guess
had to use more
I
police
guess
in
the
local
vessel is
waters.
equipped. I guess the vessel is equipped with life jackets, and not only 2 life jackets. Right, so you must be seeing if the vessel flip. You must be seeing life jackets floating somewhere.
Right.
You must see.
You must.
Because
And then guys, my nephew Posse always go in the sea with the life jacket. Always going. He may not have it on all the time because, as I tell people on my life the last time, life jacket is a thing, Junior. It does make you very uncomfortable in the sea. You understand? It's for your safety, it's true, but it does make you very sick and uncomfortable in the sea. Like every time you have on a life jacket, every so often you have to take it out for your body to get some fresh air, for you to not start feeling sick and them kind of thing. And then you cannot walk properly with a life jacket on you when you're out at sea, because you pull in the line and your hand rubbing the life jacket have straps on them. If that strap get tangled up in that line while you're pulling and the fish decide he want back some line, you're ready to come in the boat yet. Junior, that fish could haul you overboard with a life jacket on you, with the strap on them connected to the life jacket.
Right.
So while it protects you at some point, it's like a seat belt. A seat belt protects you for your face not to submerge in the windscreen and thing when you're in an accident. But based on how hard you eat and how hard your body jerk forward with that seat belt, your neck could break.
Right.
Just like an airbag in a vehicle, it protect your face from getting into the windscreen, but when you're done, your whole place blister up with an airbag. So the life jacket have its good, but it have its bad as well. You understand? And life jacket does.
Are on board. They have life jacket. The boat had life jacket.
Yeah, they had life jacket on board.
All right. Okay.
So at least, Junior, I know men that boat sink already and the float come show on the life jacket, or the float come show on a bottle or whatever. These 2 young men, Junior, is not no half retarded. Them is not semi-retarded. They're very hard working, progressive. They graduated from school full of education, young man, Junior. If the men both sing, they know to grab something to float. They know to grab their life jacket and put it on. They may not have it on at the time of the incident, but the first thing you looking to grab when a boat sinking is something to float. And then those stupidity, I know them, we eating together every day. We drinking together, we liming together. Sometimes we sleep together in the same house, in the same yard every night. We see each other before they go home, before they go to their respective home. Every morning, first thing in the morning. You know, Junior, so I know them on a personal level. Nobody can tell me or teach me about them and know they're stupid. Right. So fully experienced in the sea. I won't say fully experienced because you could never have too much experience at the sea or enough experience at the sea, but they have the basic knowledge and understanding of the sea. So I know definitely, Junior, is not a case where the boat sank or whatever. Pirates had to go with this man and them. Either see pirates or Venezuelan, see this man and them out the road and somebody may go with them. We big and we are sense. Junior, sometimes we just hold fish by slippers floating in the water. Sometimes we see black plastic bag floating in the water, we holding fish around it. We see a little piece of boat 2 feet floating in the water and we hold fish around it. Junior, if the boat sink, we must see something from it.
Yeah, I agree. All right, caller, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling and
You're
your
welcome.
input.
You're welcome, Jojo.
All right.
Karim, have a good one. Have a good one.
All right.
Yeah.
What about air support? What about air support? Have we engaged? Do you know of any air support on this? Because of course they could cover a wider range, a wider area faster.
Junior, and there's why I'm disappointed in the authorities. He must have something in place that Grenada could call somewhere or even use one of the aircraft or have an aircraft in place for emergency like that. I don't know if they don't care about fishermen. I don't know if they don't consider us. I don't know if they don't appreciate us that we going out every day. In the COVID time, you see how important fishermen is when chicken wasn't coming in to supply people with protein. Fish was the main source of meat during the COVID time. So fishermen playing a very important role by going out every day and bringing in food for the nation. So I think they should have something in place to protect us in times like this. You understand? Don't depend on people to you allotting aircraft that if they're passing beyond the lookout. Junior, that bullshit. They should have something that an aircraft leaves specially to go and search or to go and look for something or to go and pick up something, see what they see. Don't tell me aircraft going and mind their business, pilot going their way, minding their business, watching where they're going. You have time to search, see what you pick up. Junior, this thing on them is bullshit and that just ache my soul when I hear this thing on them. That is like telling a dummy to come without showing sign. You understand? Or you could tell me you're telling an aircraft man to be on the alert to see the spot anything and a man busy flying the plane and watching where he going. There should be things put in place directly to go and search for these people and them. The Coast Guard again, Junior, the first day the Coast Guard come and search, which was the Wednesday. The Coast Guard live about 7 miles, was in a 5 miles vicinity away from the coastline from Grenada, searching the coastline. I don't know if they're searching for a piece of rock on the shore or whatever they will get right there. We give them all the information that the man was 18 miles away from Grenada fishing. You there 7 miles, 5 miles on the shoreline searching. What are you searching for? You're searching for weed?
Right. Well, listen, I think and I hope and I pray that these men are still alive. I really hope that is the case because I don't know them personally. I've seen them around. Again, this is my area. This whole area, Subi's area. And it's sad because I spoke to the mother of, I think, Lyndon today. And she's still distressed. She's still in distress. Everybody's in.
Junior, people having a lot of sleepless nights. Mothers can't sleep. Uncle don't sleeping. Brother don't sleeping. You can't even eat properly. Junior, for the first few days, Junior, I want to pass stool and I go in the toilet and nothing no coming out. My belly hurting me. I can't eat. I'm hungry. I can't eat. I'm thirsty. I can't drink. Junior, watch this thing. That's not a nice feeling at all. Just know you have a son and you have a brother and you have a nephew that's fully energetic and alive and well, no sickness, no pain, no complication, and you know that they go out to do an honest living, Junior. They go out to make an honest dollar. They didn't go and rob nobody. They didn't go and stick up nobody. They don't go and rape nobody. They didn't go and do no crime. They go out to make an honest dollar, and Junior, you just can't see them. Junior, even though we get a body, I know I would have feel a little better by now accepting the fact that, they're the time and they go and rest and they're in the resting place rather to just day and don't know what happened. You just go, your brain going crazy, your head going crazy. You wondering if they're suffering somewhere, if they're in distress, if they need some water, if they need something to eat. And that's the most painful part about that situation. You just don't know what happened. When 24 hours pass, when lunchtime pass and I don't eat, my belly grumbling, me, I feeling weak just to know, Junior, this man and a married day somewhere. 8 days now. Today make it 8 days without food and without water. Junior, how you sleeping good in the night? How you sleeping good? How you eating good? Up to now, my nephew mother can go out and make her day work because she not in the frame of mind. She don't speaking good, she don't walking good, she don't sleeping. Junior, it's tough. It's tough, I'm telling you. And I get to realize right now, Junior, the real pain behind this slang, who feels it, knows it. I get to feel it for myself. My father passed away and I never feel that type of way because he passed away. And I say, I got it. The time you take him home, I accept that. You know? I never feel that kind of way in my life, in my whole entire life. It's tough.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't know what we could do besides.
And Junior, you know what hurt me again about that situation? When the mother of Sean Lewis reach out to Fisheries and tell them about the situation, Fisheries tell her there is nothing much they could do because they both to register. You know? Junior, you know this thing hurt me. Them men fishing, they walk, they're going out every morning and come back in. The fish market taking the data of how much fish they hold. The fish market gas station, in which is the cooperative gas station, selling gas to these young men and them to go out and do their daily routine. The captain of the boat, Linnan, is a certified, qualified captain who went through his course and obtained his captain permit. And you telling me the best thing Fisheries could have turned around and tell the young man mother is there is nothing much they could do because the boat to register. Junior, this thing hurt me. That hurt me. And I wonder if he was the brother or the father or one of the siblings that was in the same situation, if they would have been thinking and saying the same set of thing. This thing does hurt me, boy.
I really feel the pain, trust me. And I
You don't feel. Adult, you don't feel any pain.
nah,
The pain I feel in adult, you feeling half in the pain.
nah, because I know if my
Right now, as I'm speaking to you, Junior, my head feeling heavy, like somebody ponging me in it. And even though we went out, Junior, and get something floating to give us a little closure to our story, well, the boat sink because we see that from it. So maybe they sank with the boat, or maybe they, we just, even though I get a story towards the situation, my mind might rest.
Right. What could we as a community do at this point? Give me some recommendation. We have the medium, we have the media, we have the ability to raise money, to get monies, to assist. Is money the problem? What could we do? What do you recommend?
Junior, well, basically the money was never the problem. Money never and would never be the problem on my side.
Right.
Because his direction, a story to access the situation, that was the main perspective. You understand? Money was never a problem, but for future reference, Junior, I want to educate some of them fishermen and them out there. You understand? I starting with them guys and them who was by the far together with them youth man and them fishing, Junior. When you see a brother in a situation like that, try to help him, boy. Try to assist him. But fishermen some of us are this greedy, narrow-minded, stingy way about us. Right? You see them men in a situation, you see them men tight a big fish, some of us say the fish bigger than the boat, longer than the boat. At least try to assist them now. Let me see if we could hold it together. We go eat, you go eat, all of us go eat and drink together, starting from day, Junior. You see a man fighting to conquer a fish, help him now. But I feel now a lot of them, the vex is not them what tie the fish, which is not them what hook it, because all of them was trying to attack it, to catch it. So a lot of them may be vexed now. It's not them that capture the fish. I was successful in hooking the fish. So they didn't want to they didn't want to help them and them to hold the fish, Junior. They were want to start. The sea is a place you don't want no branch. We have to make we own branches in the sea.
Yes.
We have to make we own branches. We have to be we own branches. Just imagine, Junior, you're in a place fishing. When you look around you, all you could see is seawater. Seawater and your colleagues and them fishing doing the same thing you're doing. So we have to make each other our branches in the sea. We have to help each other. We have to look out for each other. You understand? Then again, we fishermen up here, we don't move too slow when emergency happen. We could be a little more swift. You know, like a situation where one fisherman is in a distress out at sea, Junior. He should have something in place that the cooperative, instead of their profit sharing and thing to share profit at the end of every year or whatever, donate these funds and them to a search and rescue team that anytime a fisherman experience difficulty out at sea, all of us full up with boat with gas next day and one search for that man, boy. One see if we could locate that man, boy. One see if we could help that man. There's a kind of unity we have to have amongst ourselves, because we realize now the system to protecting us. We have to protect ourselves. We have to protect each other and be there for each other. But you see, a fisherman, they're in distress at sea, and everybody pulling up their boat with gas the next day and go to fish like normal.
Right.
You know, like we don't have no empathy, no togetherness. And I want to advise them fishermen and too. We have things in place to protect yourself. Let we use it. Let we utilize it. You know, it's only in a serious time like now we just get to see the importance of certain things. The authorities that be beating into we head to get it in we head, and we papi showing them. Well, let me just say papi showing them. We papi showing ourselves, thinking we tricking the system, and then we are feeling it at the end of the day.
You're right. You're right. True.
You have inspection for boat. You have to have your flag on. You have to have your hand flares. You have to have your life jacket. They always beating in my head as fishermen that you have a bucket in your boat with a few packet of cricks in it, a thing of faring, a big piece of mirror. The importance of the mirror now that if you're in difficulty, your phone not working or whatever, that distance with a mirror, you flash in that mirror and get any body attention. It could be 4 or 5 miles away from you. That person seeing the glow from that mirror.
Yes.
So they're telling you about this thing and then they're educating you about it. You know, you flare at night. The flare gun is for night time. You break down at night time. A boat passing some distance away from you. He may not see you in the dark night in the sea. You shoot your flare. Once the boat see a flare, they know well, somebody need assistance.
Right.
You know, then you have the hand flare. I don't know if you know what is a hand flare. You go in parties already and see men lighting this thing and with this bright light, bright smoke. Right? There's a hand flare. You're in distress in the sea. After you don't shoot your flare, you light your hand flare and you hold it in your hand for the person to see the location of your boat. They come in and find you. And a lot of us, Junior, they just beat it in we head for we to have these things and them ready for emergency. And we just borrow each other things just to inspect we boat for we to get sticker. And then we just don't have nothing after that. Which is a very serious thing. So we are not pointing at nobody here. Everybody is to be blaming them situation there. You understand?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take this last call here before we wrap it up. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from?
Calling from Grenville.
Grenville, go right ahead.
Yes. What Karim is saying there is so true. When my nephew got lost just about 6 months, it is all that at sea. Up to now, we don't find him. And the fishermen in Grenville, they're not supportive. and I would say just as Karen, they're not supportive because some of them they don't go and look for, or what they do, they go and look for their daily bread. They look for fish and they forget the fishing partner, the colleague, which this thing could also happen to them.
To them, yeah.
And this is so sad. So right now we are peeling because Karim is talking there. And the guy, one of them that lost, which is Karim's nephew, is my son cousin. And I'm feeling it both now for Karim and them and for my nephew still. And this is so sad. I feel that the fishermen in Grenville should do better than what they are doing right now for the colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you so much, caller. Thank you so much for your input. Yeah.
You know, as I tell you to Jeremy, what the caller just say, we don't have no love and unity amongst us. Just imagine all of us is fishermen. We could end up in the same situation anytime, any day, any hour. And just imagine a fisherman go out to sea and get lost, and the next day, you as a fisherman in the same area, same village, in the same fish market, you go gas up your boat next day and go and fish like normal. I mean, you don't even scared. You don't even have no kind of empathy within you to say, well, but he's a fisherman like us. Let me put we hands out and head together and see if we could go out today. You know, but everything for some of them is money. Money alone, them studying, Junior. Just imagine your fellow colleague in the sea and in distress, and you gas up your boat next day and one fish like normal, like nothing will happen. And some of them, when I confront them about it, they'll be like, oh, they are the loan to pay and they are this to pay. I'll tell you, one day what could stop you from paying a loan? You as a fisherman, you're making hundreds of dollars every day. What go be special about so much happen one day that you can't pay your loan if you don't go in the sea? Hundreds of dollars fisherman making every day. Every day. One day to go and search for a man, you're telling me about loan and you have to pay your loan. You're making hundreds of dollars for 30 days, the 31 day, you're telling me because you don't go in the sea, you can't pay your loan. And I wonder to myself is what God put them in the same situation. Let me see how they go feel.
Right.
I want some of them to end up in the same situation. Let them feel how it does feel to be in distress, and you're just hoping and praying to see a boat coming to rescue you. That is what I want.
Yeah.
Because you're there in the sea, and all you're wishing for, you're praying for, is to see a boat head in your direction coming to rescue you. That is all you want. That is all you're praying for.
Yeah. Well, Karim, listen, I see, let's keep hope alive. Let's keep hope alive. That is the young brothers, your nephew, and everyone involved will have a glorious day. Probably tomorrow. Probably get a call after the program. That is so.
Yeah, well, tomorrow evening around 6 o'clock, Junior, I just want some of my fans and supporters to come out and, join with me in a candlelight vigil tomorrow in Sobeys, 6 o'clock. Right in the house and scheme entrance, right where the boat does tie in Sobeys, right where they left off 3 o'clock in the morning. We want to do a candlelight vigil right there tomorrow, please God, around 6 o'clock. And we would like as much people as possible to come out. And let me see if we could hope and pray for the best to come out of the situation, please.
Yes.
Even a story to the situation will make me feel a lot much better. And not me alone, the mother of Lyndon, yes, the mother of Sean, the fathers, brothers, sisters, close family like me, go get some kind of closure to the situation. You understand?
Yes.
That is all I want. Even if I get a story to what happened. So we just coming out tomorrow and pray and hope for the best. Because we don't lose in hope. We will never lose hope. Because your men that go out and drink for 40 days, as I tell you. 20 days, 21 days, 8 days, 12 days. And they come back to tell the story. Yeah. I just want my little brother and my little nephew to come back to tell the story. And let we learn from it as fishermen. And I want the authorities, oh God, all of please. All of us get grant to do all kind of thing and doesn't do it. All of us get funding from all about. Please seek fishermen attention. Get funding and see if all get a nice little mothership for Coast Guard to protect we borders. Protect fishermen when they're out there because we're not safe. These two little men and the Coast Guard with this 2 little pop-up gun in their hand can do nothing for the Spanish man and them in the boat. Sometimes, Junior, you see 5 of them in the boat. When the boat reach close to you, you see 3, 4 get up inside the boat. You don't know where they was, if it's under the boat. If he's hiding in the boat, you don't know where they're coming out. And this gun, this man and them must have telling you, Junior, semi-automatic rifle thing looking like what they build. Junior, one press and they're letting go all kind of 100 bullets one time. Even if giving fishermen a licensed firearm won't even help in that kind of situation. We need the right equipment and the right boat. We need a mothership to, because most of these cases and them fishermen go missing, I could bet based on experience is the Spanish man and them. And this man from Colombia and all them places and them are going with fishermen.
Right.
You understand? And I need the fishing industry, the government to look into this cooperative in Grenville. Every year, this person robbing how much money in the cooperative are robbing how much money. I need some proper supervision in this cooperative in Grenville because Junior, this gas station, we have our own gas station selling gas to fishermen. Right? A vehicle might go in a gas station in the public and put a little $100 gas in the tank, a little $20 gas. Junior, every day fishermen going out at sea and buying $200, $300, $400 in gas alone in the fish market, in the cooperative fish market in Grenville fish market. And these people are making a lot of money, Junior. This profit sharing at the end of every year, it's a no-no. Fishermen making enough money. They don't need profit sharing. They're greedy. Let me use that money the cooperative making and aid in protection to the fishermen by getting out as such a rescue boat to protect fishermen in Grenville. If we can get 3 in Grenville, Guelph and Tongue, let me at least get 1 to protect the whole of Grenada in the meantime as such a rescue boat to support fishermen because, Junior, if you break down and the Coast Guard come for you, they're telling you they're taking you and they're leaving the boat. But if they hold you with weed, they're going with you, they're going with the boat, they're going with the weed, they're going with everything. But when you call them in an emergency, they're taking you and they're leaving your investment behind. And this is a problem that we need to look into again. You understand? At that time, men from Grenville go and break down. They call the Coast Guard to rescue them. The Coast Guard take them and drop them below an island where the water come and tell them, call a next boat for the boat to come for them. They go in and move. Just listen that kind of dunce, Junior. You meet men in distress, they call you for backup, they call you for help. You take them and drop them below an island where the water come and tell them, make a phone call and call somebody to come for them. They're about the day and a move and they're busy. You ever heard dunce, so? So, Junior, this Coast Guard is a waste of time in Grenada. This Coast Guard only running on weed. You understand? Weed. So we don't have no protection from them. Waste of time. And as I tell you, they're afraid them Spanish man and them too. They're afraid to go out far to encounter this man and them because the weapons they have on board is nothing compared to what the men have.
Right.
So there is a solution to this problem.
A lot of shaking up had to be done by.
A lot, I'm telling you. And if it's me too, if it's me and I working on the Coast Guard, and they give me this little M16 and this little handgun to patrol the waters, I don't go into. I swear to God, I don't go in because I've seen it for myself and I know exactly what I'm saying. I doesn't talk because I like to talk. Because if you know me, you're going to know I don't like to talk. It's when I have to talk, I don't talk. If it's me, and the authorities give me this little pop-up gun to go and protect we borders and not going. Because I've been there and I've seen for myself that this pop-up gun on them don't want nothing to do with this type of gun this man and us have on the sea. I'm telling you.
All right, Kareem, we go follow up. And I think a lot have to be done. A conversation need to be had with the Coast Guard as well. I would like to see and understand. So I'm not telling us the full capabilities of all the fleet, but at least know that they have sufficient capabilities to protect or scale up on the protection to protect fishermen, because it could happen to you tomorrow, it could happen to a family member next day. But we'll follow up, Kareem. Thank you so much for chatting with us, and keep hope alive. Sorry I'm not in Grenada to come to the vigil tomorrow, but I'll see if I could send someone. At least we could get some video feed, or if you could send me some feed to get people down there praying together for the safety of those young men. Thanks again, Kareem. We'll keep in touch, right, my brother?
All right.
All right, thanks again. Yeah, guys, that was Fisherman Kareem. He is very passionate, as you could see, about fishermen. And, you know, just while I was in Grenada, I had a chance to take a ride. And that is not by any stretch of the imagination far into Grenada. That's like about 2-3 miles or so from the shores of Grenada. And let me tell you something, the water was choppy. The water was very, very choppy. And I could just imagine what fishermen have to go through every day, going far, way, way, way out into the ocean, in instances where they can't even see land. At least I could see Grenada behind me. But in cases when Kareem and the fishermen go to fish, these guys are going out in places where they ain't seen no kind of land. All they're seeing from left to right, from right to left, is just water. And they do that every single day to feed the nation. So I salute the fishermen of the nation and beg and plead for more protection for the fishermen. Guys, let's take a quick commercial break. When I come back, I got some final closing words to move. We'll be right back.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily Pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play Pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money.
The government of Grenada, through the Ministry of Finance, is continuing the rollout of its tax amnesty initiative. The amnesty provides 100% waiver of all interest and penalties on all outstanding balances up to the end of December 2021. All taxpayers with outstanding tax balances and outstanding returns to file are encouraged to take advantage of this amnesty. All tax types administered by the division are eligible for tax amnesty. For further information on the tax amnesty, please contact the Inland Revenue Division at 435-6945 or 435-6946. Email tpshelpdesk@ird.gov.gd or visit our website ird.gd. Amnesty ends December 31st.
Guys, let me tell you about this. Riders, Ride e-bike and excursion tours coming to Grenada, guys. Now check this. And this is the exact bike, by the way. This is the Riders e-bike, the exact precise bike that will be on the road, officially launching on the island of Grenada from the 14th of January, right? So here what you could do, guys. Now you could come into our mini HQ located inside the Esplanade Mall and rent this e-bike. But that's not all, guys. Every Sunday, we are in a different parish, we are in a different town, we are on a different trail. Every Sunday. But it's limited, guys. The first trail is going to be in St. Mark, and it will be the following week. So let me see. So if we launch on the 13th, The following week, and we're going to have the flyer up for the first trail, the 20th. The 20th is the first trail in St. Mark, and we're going to tell you guys when you could book for your e-bike tour. It's like a hike and bike, right? It's called Riders E-Bike Trails every Sunday. But as I told you, you could book and rent those e-bikes after the 13th of January inside the Esplanade Mall. Just walk in to our kiosks and you could rent your e-bike for an hour, 2 hours, a day, what have you. It's Riders E-Bike. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
Are you ready for an exhilarating adventure? Then look no further than Ride Excursions and Tours. Get ready to explore the great outdoors like never before with our powerful e-bikes. Discover breathtaking sightseeing tours around the island. Feel the wind in your hair and experience nature in its purest form. Now, whether you're a seasoned rider or a beginner, our e-bikes are perfect for everyone. Call us at 473-422-1011 to book your excursion or visit ridersebikes.com. That's ridersebike.com to reserve your spot. Unleash your adventurous spirit with Ride Excursions and Tours, where every journey becomes an unforgettable adventure.
Also, guys, did you know that JetBlue is now flying 2 non-stop flights from JFK to Grenada? Did you know about that? 2 per day, right? Fly to Grenada with JetBlue, and you don't need to go to a travel agent to do that. Just go to jetblue.com, just www.jetblue.com, and book your flight from JFK to MBIA. In 4 hours, you're in Grenada eating black cake and thing. Christmas time, you're real vibe, real fit. Book right now at jetblue.com.
The Ministry of Tourism and Economic Development and the Grenada Tourism Authority extend a warm welcome to visitors and returning nationals visiting for Carnival and summer vacation. We do hope you enjoy your stay with us, and we invite you to return with friends and family to celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence on 7th February 2024. Tourism is my business, your business, our business.
Wow, it's Instacash Grenada. Imagine a game with no numbers to choose from, no draws to wait on, and you can play it every day, including Sunday. That's Instacash. It's fast, it's easy to play, and you win prizes instantly. Instacash. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA. Making dreams come true.
Guys, you have a business? Yeah, you want to have a business and you want to advertise and reach our markets or dynamic markets worldwide on Ride Along Live? You know, we have just about 6 million reach per month, right? Dynamic, guys. And we just added additional reach via our Fire TV. Yeah, now there are millions and millions of people now watching Ride Along Live on the Fire Stick. Well, advertise and Ride Along Live and reach your dynamic market. In fact, it's not just an ad, you know. It's not an ad. It's more like a marketing presentation. We're not just going to run your ad. We're going to market your product. Advertise and Ride Along Live.
Advertise with us and reach millions daily, weekly, monthly. Yeah, over 10 million per month. It pays to advertise with us. Reach more and let us send your business viral. Advertise with us and reach more.
Grenada! Get ready for something new as Project 413 presents North Pole Festival of Lights.
It's Festival of Lights, the official launch.
Come here, my baby. Come, let me show you nice.
Saturday, December 9th.
All right, well, that passed. Guys, listen. again, I salute the fishermen of Grenada. I salute the fishermen of the Caribbean. They feed the nation, right? And we have to do whatever is possible to protect them. Kareem gave some very, very valid points. I'm going to look into the capabilities, and also if there is anyone in the Coast Guard that willing to chat with us. Of course, they may not be able to talk about all the capabilities of the vessel, but just, give us some recommendation, or give the fishermen some recommendations on things that they could do to protect themselves while out in the waters. All right? Anyway, guys, we hope and pray for the best for these young men. We're going to follow up on the candlelight vigil that will be happening tomorrow in the Soubise area. Try to get some video and try to get some coverage for you guys. We're urging everyone in that vicinity to go out and support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program here today, guys. On behalf of all of our production team here at Ride Along Live, our senior executive producer, Lois JJ. Thank you, boss lady. And of course, Kibbs, how you doing? Good night to you. And everyone here, Gail, how you doing? At Team Ride Along Live, we say good night. And don't forget, guys, all the riders, look out for the Riders e-bike excursions and tours. You could walk into the Esplanade Mall, book, rent a bike. This is the exact bike, guys. This is the exact bike. It's e-bike. So if you don't have to pedal, if you're feeling lazy and you don't want to paddle, no problem, man. Power up the thing and just let it take you where you need to go, guys. Get through traffic, come back, run your errands, whatever, go shopping, whatever, come back, and it beats the traffic. So that's from the official opening, and we're going to send out an invite. We're going to have our official opening on the 13th, and just stay tuned for the official invite, because we're going to invite some of our top riders to the official opening as well. Catch you guys again tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much. Good night.